Hey, hi, and welcome to even another weekly connection. So, we're really talking about the energy as we are moving forward and removing negativities from our aura. So, before we fell, and I say we, it was not just humanity, fell, you had a 12-strand DNA matrix. But that kind of like kind of like hot glue congealed and solidified as the ego became present and we started to serve ourselves instead of oneness, instead of love. And so what we are doing now is we're kind of decompressing that 12-strand DNA and activating those 12 strands because those are what you have in 5D. So it means, undoing a lot of negative thought forms so that we can unmelt. I don't think that's quite the right word, but, bring back that 12 strand fluidity, which we lost because that's what duality did. Yeah, that's all you had were two strands, duality, right, wrong, good, bad, black, white, right? So it's really important that we understand that the 5-strand DNA is already there, that we are just reactivating it from where it was deactivated by the ego. So, and we talked a lot about that in the workshop, so I hope you liked it, but this is what we're doing. This is where we're going. We're bringing this in so that we can be free-flowing 12-strand light beings. Let's go ahead and do the cosmic cleanse. I'll get it right, who cares? And that gets rid of any kind of glom you have in your energy field. And then the cosmic thrust oil is a realignment oil. I guess that's it. And it also allows you to transcend time and space because really, humans are supposed to be interdimensional. You're not supposed to be bound in this time and space at all. And every being above 3 is interdimensional, transcends time and space. Deep breath in. And that reminds us, heaven and earth, and that's such a good feeling. And then we rub it into our hands. And now we are connected through time and space. So when humanity, actually, when the fall happened, there weren't any humans on this dimension yet. So when that happened, when we fell out of oneness and into duality, it kind of allowed all those negative thought forms and all that negative structure to occur. And then, of course, it's been manipulated quite a bit through the millennia to keep you dark, to keep humanity, the lid on. Because when you're in 3D, you really can't see. You're almost actually in 2D sometimes here because you really cannot see the bigger picture, or some cannot see the bigger picture. So it's our goal, it's our thing that we want to change within ourselves first, and then share that with all of humanity. The more you're working on yourself, the more you're sharing it with humanity. It's that simple. And the more we work on this, the more you heard me in past connections, I talk about that ocean of frozen water and one candle and another candle and another candle until we melt it all. And this was the explanation I got always as a kid. I remember when I was a kid, I would lie down in the alfalfa fields and on the farm where I came from, and no one could find me. They'd have to send the dog. And so I would sit there and I'd go, once again, tell me why I'm here. I mean, this is like the planet of the doggone apes, right? And they always showed that there was this bridge, and there were these light beings trying to get across the bridge, and that as I got these beings halfway across the bridge, everything turned light. The dark being chasing turned light, and we all lived happily ever after. Anyway, that was the image that an 8-year-old got. So, but you understand that that's what we're doing. We're bringing each other across this bridge. And the more we do this, the more we're working on ourselves, the faster we shift, because about halfway through, it just turned light. Okay, so we're ready. We're there. This is the moment. It isn't happening next week. It's happening right now. And the more you want to get distracted, and man, it's so easy to get distracted these days. The more you do that, the harder it is for you to get those negative thoughts out. But sometimes when you have an oops moment, you just go, okay, nix, get rid of that. Let's do it again. And as I also have said, fake it till you make it. I mean, T likes to cook with me in the kitchen. T is my personal. Anyway, he likes to cook, and we always turn on like Ravi Shankar, some kind of chanting, because he really likes to cook while there's chanting going on. And when you get into this real Zen space, when you're doing that, and that's one of the reasons why I like cooking, because cooking can be very Zen, as going from this to that, many things going on at once, but you can't be distracted. You have to focus on the moment, on what's going on, so you can be in the moment, but still be aware of what's around you. I think that's why I like cooking, because it makes me practice that, being aware of everything around me, being right here in this moment. So I want you to practice, find some way to get yourself back into that energy. Gardening, it's time for gardening. Gardening does the same thing. So let's work on ourselves, on not falling into that duality pit, that ego endless loop. And be the light seeds that we are. So let's go ahead and charge up our aura now. There it is. Whoops. I got a lot now. All right. You bring it in clockwise. Good. Get that crust off your third eye. And there we go. I like that stuff too. And you can rub that in your hands too. All right. Good. I'm sort of in a silly mood today. Okay. So as we do this, we want you to really feel your energy, those 12-strand DNA, letting go, and that mush of glue around them so that they separate out and they open wide and you have wings. So I want you to focus on that as we go. So we're going to visualize a golden light coming in from source. And that gold, yummy, viscous light that sticks to every cell, every pore, every molecule of your being is saturated with this golden light. And you bring it down through your body. Good, bring it all the way down into your hips, your waist, your thighs, into your knees, down your feet. And remember, the knees are the energetic connection to the kidneys. So any fear, anything, you protect yourself at the knees, which is why sometimes people get cold in their knees, but they're not cold. It's weird. So then you bring it down your legs and out your feet and into the earth where the mother holds onto your golden lariat. And then brings it around her grid system so that you are fully anchored heaven and earth. And now we're going to bring it up our back with an essence of the mother in it, and it's going to join the source, the father energy of the source. And it's going to bring it down and around and around and around and around. And now you are connected to the Father, Mother, God, heaven and earth, yin and yang. And we are unifying ourselves energetically through the Father and the Mother, through that yin and that yang. And just let that build. And now we feel it, and we let it kind of move into our body. And it waterfalls out. As we bring it up, waterfall it out, and it goes right to that well of the mother, below the root, as we are getting stronger and stronger and clearer as light seeds, that all we are love, that all anyone wants or needs is love. And we bring it up into that root, and we just bam our DNA with this yummy gold light to dissolve all those melted parts and allow your feathers, those strands, 12 strands of DNA, to be free. And just let it soak in. Take it in. As we now allow ourselves to get rid of all those old thought patterns, all the old thought that the ego created that was not in love and harmony. And now we bring it up into our sacral chakra. Man, you guys are doing so much better, Katumi said. We're finally getting those dictations, those ways that we've been taught to think and feel, and things we've been told to say and do. And in 5D, there's no police department. We just do what we know is right. Good. And then we move up into our conscious use of power, which is just below the spleen. And that one we fill with the light because it removes our conflicts for us, allows us to transcend anything that needs to be transcended. Move it into the light. And into our solar plexus, where we feel the thoughts, the energies of 3D and melt that with love. Just send that light. And as a light seed, you allow them that light. We want to help each other get this. And then we bring it up to our empathic shield, where we animize love. We just vibrate love. People see you, they see love. And then up into the heart. And just push that light into the collective consciousness through you, that everyone can feel love. And up into the conscious intent on your thymus, where we are now manifesting this light world. And all of the 3D shenanigans is on its last run. And up into our throat, where we manifest, we express that love. And when people see you, they see love. And we bring it into our third eye where that radiates confidence and understanding in the third eye as we see and understand a lighted world, not separated in any way. And the more we feel that oneness, the more our crown chakra shines. And the more our conscious telepathic notch shimmers and vibrates until we feel that light moving out 18 inches as we wear this garment, this gown of light. It feels yummy. It feels so good. And we happily share it to help others who don't yet understand. And we wear a strong shield, a strong outer layer, so that we can reflect any negativity back. And we understand that negativity. That's why we agreed to be the juice bar. That's why we agreed to be the light seed. Because we learn and we grow as we're doing this. Good. Now feel that orbit as you're connected heaven and earth and protected on all sides with this empathic shield. Spread your wings, feel the light, be the light, and enjoy your life. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.